Welcome back to Good Morning Transfers. All right, it's that time now for transfer gossip and the stories making some of the back pages. Let's kick off with the champions, and the Liverpool Echo today are reporting the club are planning a move for Brighton defender Ben White. We discussed him yesterday. We just discussed him now, Sergio Aguero, and his future at Manchester City. Will he stay or will he leave? The Daily Mirror suggests that Barcelona are preparing to take advantage of Manchester City's decision not to offer Sergio Aguero a new contract at the club. What about Tottenham? Could a defender be on the way to the club? The Daily Star suggests that Mourinho is trying to urge Tottenham bosses to make a move for Real Madrid defender Eder Militao. A few more stories to bring you, and in the Sun today they say West Ham have been told to increase their offer for Napoli striker Arkadiusz Milik. And finally, the Daily Mail say that Jack Wilshere has been impressing Bournemouth boss Jason Tindall so much that he could soon earn a short-term contract with the Championship club.
Yeah, so some good stories there. And JD, I know that the Jack Wilshere one caught your eye.
Yeah, it did, because I feel when it comes to Jack Wilshere, because we've watched him, I feel like we've all watched him as a darling from 16 years old, that kind of wowed everybody at the Emirates. And it's a bit upsetting to turn around and see as to where his career is going at this moment in time. Oh, and especially because so much of it is out of his own control because it's injury permitted. So I feel like the move, or the reports right now of the move potentially back to Bournemouth, where he obviously spent a season on loan, 27 appearances that time, could be another step to rebuilding that contract and just rebuilding that confidence back in his body. And it was actually Mark, who was on the show yesterday, Mark McAdam, our reporter who's got very good ties down at Bournemouth. It was just talking about the management of his body is the important part at this stage of Jack Wilshere's career. So hopefully it does actually work out for him. And
you've mentioned, in fact, I think it was this day last week, Ade, or maybe on Monday, you mentioned Ben White to Liverpool, didn't you, as someone who should be on their shortlist, and the Liverpool Echo are saying just that.
Yeah, good defender. I mean, we saw him for Leeds last season. There was a lot of talk about him staying at Leeds. Brighton said no to that and wanted to keep him at Brighton. What I like about him is, he can play a couple of positions. We've seen him at centre-back. He also can play in that defensive midfield role. And look, Fabrizio Romano was on the show on Monday and he said Liverpool aren't going to splash out the cash in this January transfer window on a defender. They are going to wait until the summer. And I feel like this is a defender now with Premier League experience, got youth on his side, a player that I think Klopp can groom as well and give competition to Joe Gomez once Joe Gomez gets fit. So look, it's important Liverpool make the right choice at a centre-back, and I think a young centre-back like Ben White, who we know can play football, fantastic player, I think should be on Liverpool's radar. I really do.
That rounds up some of the transfer gossip stories making the back pages today.